Hey squids, it's me, She. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to transfer an image onto Jesmonite. Jesmonite is a more eco-friendly version of resin for those that don't know what it is. It looks very much like concrete when it has been set. This is one I made earlier. This is just a simple round coaster shape Jesmonite, and all that has is a little bit of black pigment mixed into it. Jesmonite will, you pour it and you leave it for about 20 minutes and then you take it out of the mould and then leave it overnight to cure fully. If you leave it within the mould, it'll start to sweat and then you get weird sweat patches on it and stuff. I actually prefer it to resin in some ways, the fact that I'm really impatient and I like to see things done there and then. And with Jesmonite, you like half hour later you can take it out and be like, yeah, that looked good, or yeah, that's going in the poopy bin. So how to transfer an image. We're talking about any image that you'd like, whether it's a photo or cartoon, whatever it is you want to put onto Jesmonite. With resin, there's a few ways. You can laminate a picture and put that in there, or stickers, whatever you want to do. With Jesmonite, if you were to laminate a picture and then put that on top, so if we got this and then we laminated a picture, put that on top and then covered it with a layer of resin, which you can do, it's going to take away that nice sort of stone effect that Jesmonite has because you've covered it with resin, and then it will either get like a little yellow tinge to it or it just looks shiny, and that's not the kind of effect that I'm going for. I want to keep this stony looking thing. Listen, oh, I love that sound. It's like little slates like on the beach. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I want to keep that, so I'm going to show you how to do an image transfer onto Jesmonite. What you need for this is a laser printer. It must be a laser printer. Any sort of laser printer will do. I've literally got this little desktop one, nothing fancy, just your bog standard laser printer. Inkjets won't work for this technique. You will need Mod Podge, whatever it is called, you need Mod Podge. And what you need to do is print out your image on with your laser printer and cut it out. Anyway, let's get to the video and I will show you how to.
Here is my Jesmonite piece and here is my image. I've printed it on a laser printer and it's a photograph of my poopy little puggy, Millie. I'm just measuring it up for size, making sure that it does fit properly. Here is the Mod Podge that we're going to use. I've chosen a gloss Mod Podge, and you can also get a matte one, whichever you prefer. It's down to personal preference. What you're going to do is you're going to put your photograph picture printout down and you're going to absolutely cover it in the Mod Podge. You want to get a nice decent layer of Mod Podge on there so that it will hold that image. You need to be careful because we don't want to get any of this on the back of the picture. You'll see why next. As you can see, I'm spreading it out nicely and just making sure that it's got a good coat. Once it's coated, you're going to pick it up carefully and you're going to put it face down onto the Jesmonite. You're going to push it down and make sure there's no air bubbles in there. Just brush them out if there are any caught. You're going to leave this to dry for about 24 hours. We now have our dried piece with our picture stuck to the back, and I've got a little pot of water there. You can use a sponge if you like for this part. I like to use my fingers. What we're going to do is we're going to dampen the whole of the back of that picture, and very lightly, take your time doing this, just going to rub it until those paper bits start coming off. When you see the paper start to come off, you'll realise that the picture is now transferred to the Jesmonite in a layer of Mod Podge, which is why we didn't want to cover the back with any of the Mod Podge. Take your time here, just make sure you get all of that paper off. Keep checking, and you don't want to rub too hard because then you'll rub the image off completely. Once all the paper is off the image, you're going to leave it to dry. To seal your piece, you can either use another coat of Mod Podge, or I like to use this spray. Give it a quick spray and it gives it a matte finish because I want to keep that stone look.
So here is the finished piece. There, look at that. Obviously you can carry on, add bits to the edges or whatever you want to do. I'm literally just showing you how to put the image onto the Jesmonite. It's still got a tiny little bit of sheen to it, but nowhere near as much as you would get if you covered it with resin or anything else. And that is completely stuck on there. It's not coming off. That's my cute little puppy. And for those I know you want to see, here she is. Do, 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 do. Poor dog's thinking, what is this woman doing to me? This is Millie. Oh, baby, I know, I will kisses too. And this is Millie, my little model for this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I will be happy to answer them as and when I can. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. You say bye, Millie. Oh, bye-bye.